Welcome ENC 91 students to week 3 of the second Biterm semester. This is your professor Michael Bloomberg again, and the purpose of this video is just to walk you through what's expected from you out of week 3 in the second Biterm. So as always, I'm starting on our Blackboard homepage for our class, and the first thing I'm going to do from the homepage is I'm going to come all the way down to weekly assignments. I'm going to click there to begin. And from weekly assignments, as you know, you can always access your weekly folder. So we're in week 3, which is October 26th through November 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And now that I have clicked in the folder, as always, your coursework is uploaded both as a Word and PDF file. They're the exact same listing. But for the purposes of the class, I'm going to go ahead and click on the PDF file. Just makes it a little easier. And I'll readjust the camera just to make sure we can get everything in. And so readings this week, the first thing I want to note is that we are not actually in the ebook this week. We'll take a little break from that. But instead what I've asked you to do is to review the assignment sheet for the essay, and we'll look at that in just a moment, just to make sure everything's clear. So that's your first reading assignment. And then secondly, in Wes Moore's The Work, please read the worker number 1 and chapter 2, the lesson of the professional. That's pages 25 through 48. So please read those carefully. And just note that the reading assignments, and you should work on those before you work on any submitted assignments. And so next up is submitted assignments. And you have a pre-writing activity related to the essay. And I am going to make a separate video that will walk you through the pre-writing assignment. So it will not actually be this video, but be on the lookout for the other video. And it's going to be very important that you review that video, because that's going to be where I walk you through the pre-writing strategies. This is not the essay, so please don't get confused. This is a pre-writing activity, not the essay itself. You'll want to note the due dates on the assignment sheet. We'll pull that up in just a moment. But it's due, the pre-writing activity that is due 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, November 1st. And then Blackboard, you have 2 discussion board assignments. The first one relates to your essay topic, and we'll talk about that one as we go through the video. And then the second one relates to Wes Moore's The Work. And both of those, again, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 1st for your due date. Also, there's an assignment related to the Senate Skills module in my writing lab. You need to complete that particular module. We'll take a look at that momentarily, but that's what you have due. And again, I want to reemphasize to you that this is a little bit more because we are a second Biterm class, so the work that is traditionally done in 16 weeks has to be done in 8 weeks, so it does make it a little bit more in terms of the deadline. The essay assignment sheet is both uploaded as a Word and PDF file. I'm just going to pull it up as a PDF file. I'll reestablish the camera again, and we'll take some time going over it together. The assignment sheet says, in considering the following essay topic, please refer to Wes Moore's The Work. In the book, Moore explains, quote, when you find yourself clutching onto your life like it's the only thing that matters, because you suddenly realize it is, you start to ask other questions too. For instance, why does my life matter? And that's on page 15 of the prologue of the book. In a 2-page essay, please address the following. Why does your life matter? Your job is to construct a point of view showing why your life matters. Remember that your life does matter, so now's the time to show it. In structuring your paper, remember that you must have an introductory paragraph, body paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph. Now this isn't on the assignment sheet, but don't forget about essay building blocks, and looking that over, the reading from last week will be helpful to you. A strong thesis statement is also needed. We've been doing some work in thesis as well. Try to show in your thesis statement and throughout the entire paper ways in which your life matters. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking, of course, for a typed draft that adheres to the class format. 12-point Times New Roman font with 1-inch margins, double spaced. Follow the format established in the video in the Start Here tab on Blackboard if you need to review that. A fully developed draft, at least 2 pages long, that contains correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, and mechanics. Thoughtful insight into the question. That's really what I'm looking for. Pour your heart into the topic. You may feel free to reference the work in Wes Moore, but remember, this is your life and your paper, so now's the time to show me why your life matters, and trust me, your life does matter. So Sunday, November 1st, as we mentioned earlier in the video, you're submitting a type pre-writing strategy. It's not the essay. So there'll be a follow-up video you'll need to review that'll walk you through that. Sunday, November 8th, as the actual essay is due. So please note those due dates very carefully at the bottom of your sheet. And of course, good luck on the essay. And I'm going to go back. And right here, got to readjust the camera just a little bit. You can see the narrative pre-writing activity. So when you click it, and I'm going to have to adjust camera, so please bear with me. The camera is going to shake just a little bit as I readjust. The biggest thing is I just want to make sure I can get everything into focus. The instructions are, of course, you're typing on your own Word document, and you're going to save it. And once you've saved your work, you're going to go to Attach File, and then Browse My Computer, which is right here. You'll click that option, and then just pull up your document to attach it. This comment box down here is just if there's any kind of particular note that you want me to know about the work, you can put a comment there. It's not to copy-paste your work, though, so please note that. And then, as always, if I can get it into camera view, you might be able to barely see it. Right down here is where you actually submit the document. Okay? So I'm going to go back. And also down below you can see readjusting camera. You're getting a little bit of a crooked angle here, and I realize that. But you can also see the discussion board, so that when you click, it's a direct link. It'll take you right into the discussion board. The first discussion board assignment, if I can readjust the camera and bring it over a little bit. Please take some time to review the essay assignment sheet in the Week 3 folder. We just went over that. Once you've reviewed it carefully, please address the following. What are your concerns regarding the essay assignment? What seems to be the most difficult parts of the assignment? What will be your plan in making sure you have a completed draft finished on time? This is reflection, is what we're looking for in this particular assignment. And then with Wes Moore's The Work, this is the second discussion board assignment. What are your thoughts on Daniel Lipitsky? And what stood out the most to you in the worker number 1? Also, what is code switching according to Wes Moore? What on page 36 does Moore state as the downside of code switching? Do you agree or disagree? So it's getting your general take on some different ideas in this portion of the reading. And again, your due date is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, November 1st. Okay, going back. And then My Writing Lab. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. That will bring the modules into focus. The link is always established for you there. So far, just if you're keeping track, you should have completed basic grammar and the craft of writing. This next module is a little more intensive. It's sentence skills, which will be your longest module to date so far, so that when you click on it, there are 12 parts to this particular module, starting with sentence structure and going all the way down to transition. So it's a lot of work, and so this week you've got a lot on your plate to be working through all 12 of those penciled topics. Remember that you need to do your recall and apply before you do your post test, okay? Be again on the lookout for the follow-up video on the pre-writing strategy. Just remember it's not the actual essay. And bear with me because I'm reviewing your submitted work from Sunday. It may just be a couple more days before I get your grades posted on that. I do try to take my time in reviewing your work very carefully. I think that's it, guys. If you have questions, as always, feel free to email me. But otherwise, I want to take this opportunity to wish you the best of luck in addressing all the work you have to do in week 3. Take care and bye-bye.